you are invited to a murder. Arlington Grange, home of wealthy Mrs. Peacock, local society hostess with a passion for playing bridge and entertaining close friends. Colonel Mustard, an ex-SAS fitness fanatic, now runs his own security company, providing advice to foreign governments. Reverend Green, tireless fundraiser for environmental causes. For him, a social event is a chance to promote his favorite charity. Professor Plum, American business whiz-kid to whom the stock market and practical jokes are both a game. Miss Scarlet, like her stepmother, Mrs. Peacock, a keen bridge player, drives fast cars and gambles on a faster love life. Mrs. White, housekeeper of the Grange. She has a weakness for sherry and gossip. No village scandal escapes her attention. 6 people with murder on their minds.
Good evening. A murder has been committed at Arlington Grange. Tonight, we'll solve that mystery. Who did it, with what weapon, and in which room? And while you play detectives at home, 2 teams with me here hope to be 1 clue ahead of you. They're tonight's detectives. First, a man perhaps never at a loose end for words, a theatre mogul, and possibly the perfect country house guest, Ned Sherrin. Ever had your collar felt, Ned?
No, I was burgled once, but they didn't take anything I liked, so I didn't bother to report it. That's the nearest I've been to crime.
You naughty citizen. Your partner in crime.
I must introduce Zena Scott-Archer, who is the Sherlock Holmes of outer and inner Liverpool, I think. Distinguished private detective in her own right.
You know, I'm told that most people like you get their cases through the yellow pages. Is that right?
Well, if a client wants a private investigator, that's where they usually look.
Good old yellow pages.
With them against the night, some I'm sure you'll recognise who has years of plotting and intrigue behind her on Coronation Street, Thelma Barlow. I bet you felt like a murderer or two, haven't you, over the years?
Now and then, yes. We have had them in Coronation Street, actually. 'Cause I think the most notorious was Ernest Bishop being blasted counting the wages.
And with you this evening?
Is Clive Fisk, who comes from Chard and is a financial investigator and advisor.
It's a very delicate job, Clive, isn't it? You're looking for skeletons in people's cupboards.
Very nicely, though. You have to do it very gently.
Gently tonight, I'm sure. Our detectives. Now, our investigations indicate that tonight one of these 6 weapons was used to commit the crime. Was it the bridge trophy? Was it this shotgun? Some poison? A steak knife? This curtain tie-back? Or the billiard cue? And there's another part of the mystery for our detectives to solve. In which room at the Grange did the murder actually take place? Was it in the drawing room? The study? The kitchen? The dining room? The billiard room? Or was it in the library? And now to the evidence. In the events leading up to the murder, Mrs. Peacock had invited some friends for a social evening at Arlington Grange, but it didn't quite go according to plan. We joined them over drinks in the drawing room.
Shouldn't they give you it or something? I mean, you have won the bridge tournament 3 times in a row, haven't you?
We have, but I could hardly accept it, could I? I do need it.
And besides, having to win it back each time keeps us on our toes.
Well, what about the prize money? I'd have thought that'd concentrate your minds.
Hardly.
Vivian and I were playing for thousands last time we were in Monty, weren't we?
Yes, and you'll never guess who was playing at the next table. So close I could almost touch him. Oh, Marjorie!
Like a broken record, aren't they?
You're telling me, I don't know which is worse. Vivian gushing about film stars or Elizabeth insisting we play so she can thrash us again.
My sentiments exactly. Which is why I've concocted a little entertainment this evening. I think it's time they were knocked down a peg or two, don't you?
What are you up to, Plum?
Follow me, Mustard. You're on.
And you expect
Check it out,
Basic
Buster.
idea of the game's possibilities. I mean, it's all they could do to remember what the bids mean, never mind understanding a bidding system.
Excuse me, Mrs. Peacock. By the way, you look dazzling tonight. These are the two friends I wanted you to meet. Jeremy, Janet Hope. They are bridge fanatics.
Oh, really delighted to meet you. We must play a rubber sometime. It would be nice to have some real opposition for a change.
We'd love to. Pete's told us so much about you. He says you could be professional. You're so good.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say that exactly.
Oh, you're too modest, Mrs. Peacock. Why, you and Vivian leave the rest of us coughing in the dust.
I'm getting quite excited at the prospect. One learns so much from playing someone better than oneself.
Hey, come on. Let's have a game right here and now. I know I could learn from a rubber from 4 players who really knew what they were doing.
Well, I don't know if we can in the middle of my...
Oh, I suppose you don't like to play with people who aren't in your class.
It's a shame. We really would have enjoyed it.
Oh, come on, Mother. Let's play.
Oh, come on, Mrs. Peacock. Afraid of a little real opposition?
Oh, never, never. Oh, all right then. Let's play a quick rubber. Tables in the library.
Everyone, entertainment in the library.
£5 a point, all right?
Oh, I didn't realize you meant we wanted to play for money.
Oh, I see. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you played seriously.
Of course we play seriously. All right, then let's play for money.
Only let's just play for £1 a point, shall we? I've drunk a little too much to play for more than that.
Well, if you'd rather not, we'd be just as happy playing for points.
Oh, no. I insist. 2 spades.
And with that overtrick, that makes 950. So you win by 220 points.
Well done. And to think that I thought you overbid that time. So that's £220 made payable to whom?
Oh, no, Mr. Hope. That was too much fun. We're not going to stop now. Let's play another rubber, or better still, a 3-rubber set.
Well...
Yes, and you're right. It's so much better when you play for £5 a point. Let's up the stake.
What the hell? It's only money.
Jeremy?
Oh, come on. We can afford it.
Of course, if you'd prefer not to play seriously.
£5 a point it is. That's game and rubber, I believe. You doubled us, didn't you, Mrs. Peacock?
I did. Yes, you did.
That's a difference of 2,010 points for the rubber.
It was just bad luck, Mrs. Peacock. The same thing will surely happen to us. It's bound to over 3 rubbers.
3 rubbers at £5 a point. I think we should take a break for refreshments, don't you?
Have you promised not to double?
All right, don't go on about it. Just relax. We're lucky, that's all. We will win in the end.
What do you think you're doing?
Earning our living.
You're supposed to teach them a lesson, not bankrupt them.
Oh, poor little Peter. Was he a bit naive? Is he having a learning experience?
Champagne, anyone? 5 spades.
Double.
Oh.
That's a difference of 4,080 points.
Oh, my goodness.
Time for another refreshment break, everyone. Oh, no.
Of course, if there's no cohesive United Nations effort, then we're...
Pink champagne.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're faced with a major environmental problem.
Yes.
I won't hear another word on the subject.
They are hustlers, Mother. Hustlers! Well, I'm not going to pay them.
You will.
I won't!
This family pays its debts. What's more, you will play the next rubber, or you will pack your bags, my girl. I'm not having you humiliating me in front of my guests.
But I can't afford to pay what I already owe. You're going to have to help me, Mother.
Oh, no. You shouldn't gamble if you can't pay up. You are going to have to face up to the consequences of your own actions for once.
But you must look on the brighter side, Vivian. I remember a time when the funds were saved.
I'm not going to tell you again, Mr. Hope. Now, I suggest you take this cheque and be very grateful that I'm not prepared to ruin my party by creating a scene.
You owe us 5 times that.
Mr. Hope, you wouldn't like it if I had Colonel Mustard here give you what I really owe you, but if you and your wife aren't out of this house in 5 minutes, that is exactly what I'm going to ask him to do. Thanks, Mike. Poor Vivian, she told me they were hustlers, but I thought it was just sour grapes. She's going to be very relieved, but why didn't Pete warn us?
Well, he didn't know what they were doing at first. They were very convincing.
My wife! Call the police! My wife has been murdered!
So, bridge hustler Mrs. Janet Hope is dead. And the evidence points to these 6 murder suspects. So, there are the murder suspects, the 6 weapons, and don't forget, there are 6 rooms: the drawing room, the study, the kitchen, the dining room, the billiard room, and of course the library. Those provide the clues to tonight's brutal murder. Now, our detectives are ready to interview the suspects, but first, to decide who actually kicks off, who goes first, Ned and Zena, a test for your powers of observation. What was special about the champagne that Mrs. White was giving to the Hopes?
It's pink.
It was pink, correct. That earns you the right to put 3 questions to our suspects and then to make a deduction as to the guilty party. But first, may I say to you that 5 of the suspects here are telling the truth. Only the murderer can lie. Your first question, please.
You have it, Zena. You're the professional.
Well, you've already asked us about our observations, but my first question was going to be for Mrs. White. Why did you give pink champagne only to Jeremy and Janet Hope?
Well, it was really a spur-of-the-moment decision. I thought they deserved it.
Why were they picked out specially? What was in it?
Well, there was a little something in it, as a matter of fact.
What?
What? It was just a little rat poison.
What? What?
Second question. Okay, second question.
She's admitted the rat poison. I mean,
Food for thought there, I think, Ned.
Yes, yes.
She apparently didn't put it in the bottle. She must have put it in...
Why did you empty out the bottle?
Well, I didn't want to drink it, did I?
But you didn't put it in the bottle. You put it in the glasses, because the other 3 glasses didn't have pink champagne. They had ordinary Moet Chandon champagne.
They weren't pink, were they?
There you are. One more question.
Well, I have a question for Vivian Scarlett. Why did you use the steak knife instead of leaving it to Mrs. White's poison to do its work?
I don't know what you're talking about. What steak knife? I've never...
The one you were fiddling around with in the dining room.
That's an absolutely outrageous suggestion, which I think you should withdraw.
A deduction, please. A deduction. And remember, in the order of who did it, with what weapon, and in what room.
I think we'd better... Shall we go straight for Mrs. White down
Yes,
there?
I think
We'll go for Mrs. White with the poison in the place where it was drunk, the drawing room.
So it's Mrs. White with the poison in the drawing room.
Go for the obvious first.
Well, I can tell you you're wrong on all 3 of those assumptions.
Good.
So we can eliminate those from our further inquiries.
No, I'd heard them. I'd heard them saying that they were going to...
We'll wait for the solicitor.
I happen to know that Mrs. White did not commit the murder tonight. So, it's over to you, Thelma and Clive. 3 questions and a deduction, please.
Can I ask Vivian Scarlett, what did you do with the bridge trophy prior to playing bridge? You were holding it. What did you actually do with it?
Well, I replaced it on the mantelpiece.
Mrs. White, you know about that.
Yes, I tidied it up later. I put it in its proper place where all the rest of the family trophies are.
In my study.
Thelma and Clive, your second question, please.
I would ask Colonel Mustard if he would do absolutely anything for Mrs. Peacock.
Well, as a chivalrous ex-army officer, I would, of course, do anything that I reasonably could for her.
Can I ask Mrs.
Please.
Peacock, did you know Jeremy Thorpe prior to them coming to Arlington Grange?
Mr. Hope, Mr. and Mrs. Hope.
Absolutely not. Would never have accepted them as house guests had I realised quite who they were.
Yeah. Couldn't be firmer. Your deduction, please.
Well,
Simple,
we're
isn't
still
it?
going for.
I think so.
Ms. Scarlett, we think, perpetrated this crime with the steak knife in the... Which one did we decide? The dining room?
So you're saying it's Miss Scarlett with the steak knife in the dining room. You're right on one of those three assumptions, but I'm afraid your deduction collapses. So, two sets of deductions there, but not quite there yet. But before we proceed, I'd like to put that same evidence to our grand jury, the 300 members of our studio audience. Now, you've seen the clues and you've heard the suspects and the detectives. What's your verdict? This is your chance to put your finger on the guilty party. Please make your decision now. And you've made your decisions on the evidence so far. Now, the choice you've made is that 22% of you say that Miss Scarlett committed the crime. But 1 in 4 of you, 26%, point the finger most clearly at Professor Plum.
This is outrageous! How can you do this to me? I've done nothing wrong. I'm going to be proved innocent.
We will hear more in good time, I'm sure. But is that your view at home? I wonder. We'll take a short recess now, a chance to compare notes, perhaps, before we find out who really murdered bridge hustler Mrs. Janet Hope. Welcome back. A murdered bridge hustler with, we now know, 5 possible weapons, 5 rooms at Arlington Grange, and now that Mrs. White has been eliminated, the certainty that one of 5 suspects could be the murderer. And at this moment, the finger of suspicion is pointing very clearly at Professor Plum. But before our detectives make a fresh deduction, some fascinating new evidence for them to consider. Evidence that could help you reach a decision or indeed put you right off the scent. Now we can see what Colonel Mustard and Professor Plum were up to whilst Mrs. Scarlett was trying to convince her stepmother that the Hopes were hustlers.
Look, either you tell her or I tell her. One way or the other, we're going to stop this right now.
Yeah, but how? Without them thinking that I set them up.
You did set them up.
Yeah, but not for this.
It's a risk we'll have to take. Look, you make yourself scarce. I'll see to it.
I don't want to speak to you.
Come, this was your idea.
It wasn't that.
Oh, come on, Pete, lighten up. It's not as if they can't afford it. They're loaded. And look on the bright side. I don't think you'll hear a peep out of them about bridge for a very long time, do you? Now, be a dear and tell me whether there's a phone, would you?
Professor.
Mrs. Peacock.
Mrs. Peacock. Well?
What?
A phone.
Study.
Intriguing. But to decide who has the chance to apply this new evidence first, Thelma and Clive, based on the film you've just seen, an observation test. Name one of the 2 things that were on the hall table.
Listening, not looking, that's what I was doing.
We were talking.
We were talking.
Have a go.
Let us say a vase of flowers.
A vase of flowers, correct. By luck, I think. Now, in this round, because we've got this sort of solution almost in our sights, we're really going to use just one question and then go to a deduction. So, one question, please, to the suspects.
Mrs. White, another question to you. We know you're innocent, so you will tell me the truth. Were you in collusion with Vivianne Scarlett, and did you tell her that you would murder Mrs. Hope?
Most certainly not. I'd overheard that these people were cheats, and then when that poor young girl, Miss Scarlett, Vivianne, came and collapsed like that, I was so upset, I just felt I had to do something.
Blanche,
well, I did. I didn't mean to kill anybody. I just wanted to give them an upset.
As we now know, Mrs. White is innocent. So, a deduction.
Right. Same?
Yes.
Right, this is awfully quick. We think again, we're coming back to Miss Scarlett.
Why was that?
Because we think that she had reason to want to be rid of Mrs. Hope.
Not quite that far.
And with what weapon?
We think again the steak knife, but in the study.
So you're saying it's Miss Scarlett with the steak knife in the study.
Mm-hmm.
You have 2 of those assumptions right, but I'm afraid you haven't unravelled the truth yet.
Right.
Ned and Zena, one question and a deduction, please.
We'd like to know if Professor Plum committed the murder.
No.
So in that case, we deduct that it was Miss Scarlett with the trophy in the study.
Yeah.
You're saying it's Miss Scarlett with the trophy in the
steak knife.
study.
No, the steak knife. We had the trophy. No, they've said no. They had the steak knife. Yes, that was crossed out.
So
Miss Scarlett with the billiard trophy in the study.
You're saying it's Miss Scarlett with the bridge trophy in the study.
Billiards, you know.
Well, I can say, I can confirm, in fact, that it was in the study that the terrible crime was committed.
Right.
We can prove, indeed, that the bridge trophy was the weapon used, but as to the person who raised that trophy in anger, well, it was indeed Vivianne Scarlett.
I didn't mean to do it. It was an accident. I didn't want to kill her, but she drove me to it. She and my stepmother's stiff neck. It wasn't fair. I knew that they were hustlers, but she wouldn't listen to me. I couldn't pay them, but if I didn't, she'd stop supporting me.
This family pays its debts. And you will play the next rubber, or you will pack your bags, my girl. I'm not having you humiliating me in front of my guests.
Look, I can't afford to pay what I already owe. You're going to have to help me, Mother.
Oh, no. You shouldn't gamble if you can't pay up. You are going to have to face up to the consequences of your own actions for once.
There was nothing I could do. Then I saw her going into the study. I thought maybe I could scare her off. Let her know that I knew that she was a hustler. As soon as Pete had gone, I knew I had a chance to have a quiet word with her. Couldn't wait. She was coarse, horrible. You could tell she came from the gutter. I told her so, and that's when she hit me. Well, I was furious. I hardly knew what I was doing. I picked up our trophy and I hit her with it. I only meant to hurt her. I didn't mean to kill her. I didn't. You'll have to believe me.
We'll get you the best lawyer money can buy.
So the mystery is solved. Miss Scarlett, bitter at being conned, killed Janet Hope with the bridge trophy in the study. My apologies to you, the 5 other murder suspects. You are, of course, totally cleared of any suspicion. Thank you for your help in our inquiries tonight. My commiserations to Thelma and Clive, our unsuccessful detectives this evening, and for perfect sleuthdom, Ned and Zena, congratulations. Join me again at the same time next week when murder will once again be in the air at Arlington Grange. On Cluedo. Good night.